Students, today we shall start with the next point of looping statements. First looping statement we will see today is do while statement. We have already seen the while statement in the last lecture. So today we will see the do while statement. The do while statement or the do while loop is used when you want to execute the loop at least once. Okay, so for the first time the body of the loop will be executed in case of the do while loop. The while loop construct makes a test of condition before the loop is executed. So in the while loop the condition is executed first, or the condition is checked first and then the loop is executed. Opposite to that is this do while statement, in which the loop is executed once for the first time and then the condition is checked. Sometimes it might be necessary to execute the body of the loop before the test is performed. So here we have the syntax of the do while statement. So initially we have to write do, then the open curly bracket. The statements which we are going to repeat are included in the body of the loop, are enclosed in these two curly brackets, and then the test condition, and last is the semicolon. Okay, in while statement we write the condition first and then the body of the loop, but in this case we write the body of the loop first and then the test condition. So when we are exiting from the loop we are checking the condition. That is why do while statement is an exit controlled loop. Okay. On reaching the do statement, the program proceeds to evaluate the body of the loop first. Okay, so firstly do, then enter the body of the loop. This will get executed first. At the end of the loop, the test condition in the while statement is evaluated. So when we exit from the loop, then the test condition will be evaluated over here. If this condition is true, the program continues to evaluate the body of the loop once again. So when this test condition will be true, again the control will go back over here. The body of the loop will be executed. This process continues as long as the condition is true. Up till this condition is true, this process will go on again and again. When the condition becomes false, the loop will be terminated. So when the condition given in this brackets will become false, then only this loop will terminate and the control goes to the statement that appears immediately after the while statement. So whatever statement will be given over here, that statement will get executed. Since the test condition is evaluated at the bottom of the loop, the do while construct provides an exit controlled loop, and therefore the body of the loop is always executed at least once. So I hope you have understood the working of the do while statement. Now we shall take an example of how to implement a do while statement. Write a program to print numbers from 1 to 10 using do while statement. We have already taken the same program in the previous lecture to implement while statement. Today we shall see the do while statement. So void main, we will require one variable. Since we are printing the numbers from 1 to 10, the first number, that is the initial value 1, is initialized to the variable n. Do printf, n will get printed, that is 1 will get printed. The value of n will be incremented by 1, n++, the value of n now will become 2. With this curly bracket, the control will come to this condition. Is 2 less than or equal to 10? True. Yes. Then again the control will go to the do statement. What is the value of n now? It is 2. 2 will get printed over here. Increment the value of n, that is 2 plus plus. It will become 3. See, so now the value of n is 3. With this curly bracket, the condition will be checked. Is 3 less than or equal to 10? Yes. True. So again go back over here. 3 will get printed. Increment the value. It will become 4. Is 4 less than 10? Yes. Go back over here. This will go on till the value of n will become 11. Come over here. Is 11 less than or equal to 10? No. That is false. The loop will get terminated and come to the next statement, get ch, and end of the program. So with the help of this program, we will be able to print numbers from 1 to 10. So with this we finish with the do while looping statement. We'll move on to the last type of looping construct or looping statement, that is the for statement. The for loop iterates over a fixed number of times. So when we initially know how many times the loop will get executed, in that case we are going to use the for loop. The for loop is another entry controlled loop that provides a more concise loop control structure. So here we can see the concise syntax of the for statement. For keyword, and in round brackets we are going to have 3 separate statements separated by a semicolon. So the first is initialization, second is test condition, and third is increment. With these 2 curly brackets we are enclose the body of the loop, that is the statements which are to be executed repeatedly. Okay. Now we shall see each of this statement in detail. So the first is initialization. Initialization of the control variable is done first using assignment statements such as I is equal to 1, count is equal to 0. Okay, such type of statements will be included in the initialization part of the for statement. The variables I and count are known as loop control variables. The variables which are going to control the loop, that is how many times the loop will be executed, such type of variables are known as loop control variables. It executes only once. That is, this initialization statement gets executed only for the first time, not for every iteration. So it executes only once. Second is the test condition. The values of the control variables are tested using the test condition. The test condition is a relational expression such as I less than 10. That determines when the loop will exit. If the condition is true, the body of the loop is executed. Otherwise, the loop is terminated and the execution continues with the statement that immediately follows the loop. So like we give in the while statement and the do while statement the test condition, similarly the second statement in the for will be this test condition. Okay, and the last part is the increment or decrement. When the body of the loop is executed, the control is transferred back to the statement after evaluating the last statement in the loop. The control variable is incremented using an assignment statement such as I++. It is not necessary that always we are going to increment the control variable we can also decrement the control variable by using the minus minus operator, and the new value of the control variable is again tested to see whether it satisfies the loop condition. If the condition is satisfied, the body of the loop again executed. This process continues till the value of the control variable fails to satisfy the test condition. So it is similar like while and do while. The only thing is we are going to write all the three statements in one concise statement. So now let's see an example of how to implement the for loop. Same program we will take. Write a program to print numbers from 1 to 10. So here you can see we have used the variable I of type integer. See how I have used the for statement. This is initialization, this is test condition, and this is the increment. For all these three statements are included in a round brackets. This initialization will be done only once for the first time. So I is equal to 1 because we have to print numbers from 1 to 10. I is equal to 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 10? True. When this condition, test condition, becomes true, the control will enter this curly bracket, executes the body of the loop. In this case we are going to print the number. So what is the value of I? 1. 1 will get printed over here. With this curly bracket, remember that the control will jump to this statement, that is the third statement, I plus plus. The value of I was 1, plus plus I will become 2. From here the control will again jump over here for the test condition. Is 2 less than or equal to 10? Yes, true. So again enter the loop, 2 will get printed. With this curly bracket, control will go over here, the value of I will become 3, control will come over here. Is 3 less than or equal to 10? Yes. If it is true, enter the loop, print the value of I, the value of I is 3, curly bracket, again go over here. What is the value? Now 4. Is 4 less than equal to 10? Yes. Come over here, 4 will get printed, and so on. So this loop will get executed 10 times. When I will become 11, is 11 less than or equal to 10? No. It will follow the statement next to this curly bracket, that is get ch, and end of the program. So this is how we can write the program by using the for statement. So this is the initialization, this is the test condition, and this is the increment. We shall take one more example. Write a program to print numbers in reverse order from 10 to 1. So it is similar like the previous program, only some initializations will change. We have taken the same control variable I is equal to now 10 because we are going to print from 10 to 1. So I is equal to 10. Is 10 greater than or equal to 1? See here, now the test condition has been changed. In the previous program it was less than or equal to 10. Okay, and now it will become greater than or equal to 1. Is 10 greater than or equal to 1? Yes. So enter this printf I, 10 will get printed. With this curly bracket, the control will now go to this statement. What is the statement? Decrement statement. So now the value of I will become 9. Okay, come over here again. 9 is greater than equal to 1? Yes. From here again go over here, print 9. With this curly bracket again I minus minus. Now the value of I will become 8. Is 8 greater than equal to 1? Yes. Come inside this curly bracket, 8 will get printed, and this will continue till the value of I will become 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to 1? No. False. So next statement after this curly bracket will be executed and end of the program. So I hope you have understood now how to implement the for statement. Since the conditional test is always performed at the beginning of the loop, the body of the loop may not be executed at all if the condition fails at the start. So in case of while loop and for loop, if for the first time itself the condition is false, the body will not get executed. But in case of the do while statement, for the first time the body of the loop will get executed and then the condition will be checked, and then if it is false, the body of the loop will not get executed for the next time. Okay, we'll see one more example. Write a program to calculate sum of squares of integers from 1 to 10. So here we have taken two variables, I and sum. I is the control variable which is going to control the for statement. So in this case now we are going to calculate the squares of all the numbers from 1 to 10, and we are also going to add them. Okay, so initially I is equal to 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 10? Yes, true. Enter this curly bracket. Sum is equal to 0 here. You can see the initial value of sum is 0. Sum is equal to 0 plus, what is the value of I? 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Square of 1 is 1. So 1 plus 0, now the value of sum will become 1. With this curly bracket the control will go over here. The value of I will get incremented. Now I will become 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 10? Yes. Come over here. What was the value of sum previously? It was 1. 1 plus, what is the value of I now? It is 2. 2 into 2, that is square of 2 is 4. So 4 plus 1, the value of sum will now become 5. With this curly bracket come over here, the value of I will become now 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 10? Yes. Come over here, sum is equal to, what was the value of sum previously? It was 5. 5 plus square of 3, that is 9. So now the value of sum will become 14. Okay. So this will continue till the value of I becomes 11. When 11 is less than or equal to 10, no. It will come next statement after this curly bracket, that is printf. Whatever will be the last value stored in this variable sum will get displayed over here. And then get ch, end of the program. So I hope you have understood this program. Please execute this program, trace this program, debug this program and see if you get the correct output. We shall see now the last part of this for statement. The for loop in the C has several capabilities that are not found in other loop constructs. Okay, so these are the most important features which are available only in the for loop. First is, more than one variable can be initialized at a time in the for statement. So you can see in this example we have initialized two variables at the same place of initialization separated with a comma. P is equal to 1, comma, n is equal to 1 and then semicolon. So in for looping statement we can do two initializations in the initialization statement. So this is the first feature of for loop. Second, like the initialization section, the increment section may also have more than one part. So here you can see n plus plus, comma, m minus minus. So two variables have been changed at the same time in a single for loop. Here also we have initialized two variables. Here we have also incremented and decremented two variables. Remember that we have to use a comma over here. Okay, so this is the second feature, that the increment section may have more than one part. Third feature is that the test condition may have any compound relation, and testing need not be limited only to the loop control variable. So here you can see that I have used a compound relational expression. I is less than 20 and logical AND operator sum is less than 10. So when we want to combine two test conditions together, we are going to use the logical operators which we have learnt previously. So here we have used two statements in initialization. Here we have used two statements in increment section, and here we have used two relational expressions with the help of a logical operator. And the last feature, other unique aspect of for loop is that one or more sections can be omitted if necessary. So if you don't want to use the initialization statement, or if you don't want to use the increment section, we can cancel it. But before cancelling it, we should just write a semicolon in that place. So you can see in this example, we have only given the test condition. Initialization has been cancelled and increment is also cancelled. We have used only the test condition. Remember that test condition is important to write, because on this test condition only we are going to decide how many times the loop is going to be executed. So we cannot omit the test condition. So I hope you have understood the for statement. Next we'll move on to nested for statement. So once you have understood how to use a for statement, now we can use the nested for. Now what is nested for? It is nothing but one for statement within another for statement is allowed in C. It is known as nested for loop. So here you can see for I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus, opening bracket, this is the body of this for loop, and inside this for loop I have used another for loop. For j is equal to 0, j less than or equal to 5, j plus plus, and this is the body of enclosed for the inner loop. So this is the outer loop, this is the outer loop, and this is the inner loop. Okay, remember that the loop control variable for the outer loop is different, and the loop control variable for the inner loop is different. In the nested for loop, execution starts from the outer for loop and the control passes to the inner for loop. So first this loop will get executed and then this loop will get executed. The inner for loop continues execution till the condition of the inner for loop evaluates to true. So for the first time, if this condition is true, we'll enter this loop and then execute this loop. This loop will go on execution till this condition becomes false. When the inner for loop is completed, the flow of execution is passed to the outer for loop to continue the next iteration, after which the inner for loop is executed again. When this our inner for loop finishes its execution, with this curly bracket we will come to the outer loop, again execute this, again if this becomes true, enter the loop, again execute this for loop. This will go on till this test condition becomes false. For each iteration of the outer loop, the inner loop is executed completely. Okay, so I hope you have understood the nested for loop. In the nested for loop, execution starts from the outer for loop and the control passes to the inner for loop. The inner for loop continues execution till the condition of the inner for loop evaluates to true. When the inner for loop is completed, the flow of execution is passed to the outer for loop to continue the next iteration, after which the inner for loop is executed again. For each iteration of the outer loop, the inner loop is executed completely. Now to understand this nested for loop, we are going to see this program wherein we are going to print the multiplication table, that is 2 into 1 is equal to 2, 2 into 2 is equal to 4, 2 into 3 is equal to 6 up to 10. Okay, so this is a small program wherein multiplication table from 2 to 10 will get displayed. So to display the tables from 2 to 10, we are going to use the outer loop, and the inner loop will be 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6 to print the table for each number. So this for loop will get executed 10 times. This loop will get executed 100 times. Okay, so for each number 10 times, so 10 numbers 100 times. You just execute this program, you will understand how it is being included by using this particular statement when you get the output. Okay, thank you.